Game over.
Body up for three.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb big sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Kia ora, namaste, talofalava, maluelele, bulawenaka, and welcome to Heritage Hockey Tournament 2023, the newest and most exciting hockey tournament on the national calendar. For those of you new to Heritage Hockey, it's the melting pot of pride, passion, flair and skill, and we're bringing you all 16 games live and free thanks to Local Gecko Productions and One Foundation. I'm Brad Pittman, and we'll be bringing you all the action this Easter weekend from the Waikato Hockey Centre here in Hamilton. And today, special day, it's finals day, where we will see the ultimate battle of toughness and determination, decide the tournament placings and who goes home with the coveted winners trophy for 2023. I'm joined in commentary this morning by New Zealand Heritage Hockey Committee member and Waikato Maniapoto legend, Ethan. Ethan, welcome this morning.
Kia ora, Brad.
Finals day is here, and we've got a cracking first match out here this morning.
Yep, that rain seemed to dump all night last night, and we were a little bit worried about it. I know the camera crew were a bit worried about getting up on these cherry pickers, but it looks like it might stay away.
Yeah, it's turned into a beautiful morning here in the Waikato. Sun is up, and the rain is at bay, at least for now. And we've got a big match this morning. It's the men's bronze medal match between New Zealand Pacifica men and the New Zealand junior Māori side. Now, despite a big win over the defending champions yesterday, earlier results left the Pacifica men excruciatingly short of a finals appearance this afternoon. They took the spoils in their day one matchup and will take a lot out of their goal scoring in yesterday's match. Daniel Scanlon was huge for his team and will want to put on one more strong performance in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, I think yesterday was a really tough ask for the Pacifica men. They definitely played best on ground, but they had to literally get four clear goals to be able to at least pip the Māori men, and 3 goals to clear to pip the New Zealand Indian sports team. So it was a big ask for them, and didn't quite get there, but boy, they played amazing.
Yeah, they got incredibly close, and on the other side of the ledger, of course, the junior Māori side have been the team of very nearlies this weekend, showing the 3 men's sides that they are right here in this competition. Coming up 1 goal short each day will have them determined to finally get the result this morning. I look forward to seeing Greg and Maui back in action this morning after a huge goal-scoring effort yesterday for the junior side. They are coached, of course, by David Hayes and Sam Hewitt at the helm of Pacifica, Kevin Fraser and Stu Pitu. The umpires for this morning's match, we've got Max Beach and Sam Harrison out there. Just one, I guess, player of note this morning, no Xander Fraser for the Pacifica men's side. Looks like he's got the knee strapped up this morning. They'll, of course, miss him, but as mentioned, off the back of yesterday's performance, a lot of those other guys will take a big bit of confidence.
Yeah, it looks like they've called in young Michael Scanlon, who's a local player here, brother of Daniel Scanlon, and Mikey's suited up and walking on the field for his second game this Heritage, so that's awesome to see. He's got some big boots to fill in Xander Fraser, but I know Mikey very well, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try hard to step up. So awesome work for Michael today. Yeah,
and it's an early start here this morning for the 2 teams, the 8 a.m. kickoff as opposed to the 10s and 11s we've had previous in the weekend. It makes everything to play for. The sleep in if you can make that gold medal match, but both teams out here and with a bit of a crowd building too early doors this Easter Monday here in Hamilton. As we see the 2 teams cross through there, the Pacifica men sporting their fantastic new floral kit, and we see the junior Māori side in their red, gold and black that they've worn all weekend.
I think today, if Daniel Scanlon, Stu Pitu and John Peterson, the seniors of the team, I think if they stand up and they play solid games, I think they might just bring this this really tough game to these juniors today. But then looking at the other side, I think if Adam Banks and Jordan Thomas and Hale Pritchard, if they lead these young fellas, I think, maybe they can get that upset. Boy, that'll be a bragging rights over the senior Māori men's team, won't it?
Yep. There's lots to play for both sides here. As mentioned, the Pacifica men so close to this afternoon's final. They'll want to finish their tournament on a high, and then of course the junior Māori side, they'll be eyeing up that first win, the elusive win that's been so close.
Absolutely, and once again, my favourite player today, Te Oranga Wairua Hohepa. I just think that kid's amazing, and I think he's 16 and he has shown skills beyond. He's been brilliant, so if he has a great game today, I think we might see some good things too. He's got a big smile on his face.
He always does.
He's wielding his stick like a tyre half.
Yeah, and the flash boots there look pretty sharp as well this morning.
Yeah.
Lovely end-on shot there, thanks to the camera team at Local Gecko Productions, and it's the Pacifica side with first use of the ball. Goalkeepers today, Solomon Kaihe will start in goal for the Māori side, and it's David Finau locking in for Pacifica.
Interesting to see the Māori lineup right now. It looks like they're playing two centre-halves. Either maybe Lewis has just come up from being free man, and lo and behold, Daniel Scanlon doesn't care who's lining up in front of him. He just takes him straight on.
Yeah. The
Javan's on the ball.
Yeah, they've played a back three for, I'd say, 90% of the weekend here, the junior Māori side, and just mixing up the shape that they show in the middle of the field. Geordie Thomas has started up the front, which is exciting for the Māori team.
Ball, so immediate pressure there from the juniors. The Māori team.
And there's Gregan Maui onto the ball. He scored a ripper of a goal yesterday. Make sure you go back and watch that stream from their game.
He's had a great tournament, hasn't he?
Yep, absolutely. A solid player. Here he is, Maui.
So what do you think the team talk this morning was from Dave and Sam for the junior Māoris?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of the same, really. They've been building every game. They've been right in every match. I think they'd be telling them just to back themselves.
Yeah.
They know they've got the ability.
Early shot.
That's Hale Pritchard. They know they've got the ability. It's just a little bit of belief and a couple of things to go their way.
Yeah.
And they're all over any match of this weekend. Here's Kalan Mason onto the ball.
I think as usual they'd probably be saying to him as well, go and have some fun, because the boys look like they've had a lot of fun this weekend.
Yeah, and they've been a really fun team to watch. I mean, they've drawn crowds every game, and despite not getting over the line in any of their matches so far, it looks like the boys are really enjoying themselves out there, and that's the main thing.
Absolutely. When people are having fun, they just play really well. So let's see how we go for the boys. What do you reckon Kevin Fraser and Stu Pitu had advice for their team?
Yeah, look, they will have been pretty happy with yesterday's result. I spoke to Kevin Fraser a little earlier this morning, and we can all talk about the players that aren't here for this Pacifica side this year, but he's really impressed with how they have
great steal.
Managed to gel together, especially yesterday. It finally came together for them, the Pacifica side, but it's been exciting to give some other guys a real opportunity here. And I mean, if they can play like they did yesterday, they're going to be a pretty tough outfit to match it with.
Yeah, absolutely. How about this weather? This is amazing.
Yeah, considering 3 hours ago we were all worried that we'd be underwater. Great receive there by Kevin Guttenbiel.
Yeah, someone was telling me there was lightning at 5 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
I did ask them why they were up at 5 a.m. It was the CEO of Waikato Hockey. He said he was walking around the lake with his dogs.
Yeah, a bit of a deluge overnight day here, but look, you wouldn't tell looking at it now. It's a beautiful morning here, and perhaps the one advantage of the early morning game for the guys out here, they might dodge any upcoming weather that we might get later in the day.
Absolutely. So a bit of to and fro going on here in the middle. Both teams are still in that feel-out stage, and
Danny Scanlon very nearly.
yeah,
He's he's really hard to keep out of that circle, Dan Scanlon. Off the back of a Indoor World Cup campaign, he's getting to showcase his 3D skills again out here. Obviously all on the ground and indoor. He's happy to get the ball back up off the deck. Good bit of pressure there.
So we've got 4 players from the indoor this year here. So we've got Dylan Thomas, Vance, Harvey, Dan Scanlon, and Orewa Hippie.
Steve Atkinson
and
also
Steve
there.
Atkinson,
So 5.
Of course, yes.
5 of the players in that indoor World Cup.
Oh, that's a great bit of. Well done, Daniel Scanlon, to retain that ball. Adam Banks almost getting him.
Here we go, Scanlon again. Oh, lovely tuck under Kailea. Zaina Yooks found himself at the...
Oh, unlucky.
And it goes in there past the desperation of Kalan Mason. And Zaina Ayuk finds himself at the other end of the field, playing a little bit of a central midfielder role in the absence of Xander Fraser. He's all smiles, big Zane, as we see this replay.
I think that was some great work immediately from Daniel Scanlon from the 25. You know, he cut straight across the angle and really drew and confused that defence there.
Yeah, and great patience shown by Zain Ayuk. You know, most players would just get the ball there and whack it as hard as they could straight at the pads of Solomon Kaihe.
Absolutely.
He's just turned on the ball, found the open goal, and despite Kalan Mason's best efforts, the Pacifica men go up 1-0. And it's an unlikely goal scorer. I mean, he probably would have been paying $13 or $14, I think, the big man who's played primarily at the back all weekend.
Yeah, I'd definitely equate that to like our props in the All Blacks.
Yeah.
You know, when you put a cheeky $20 on, they're playing 50-1 to score a try.
That's
the first try.
First goal scorer, Zain Ayuk, wasn't on many people's multis this morning.
No.
But those that have him, cash in, because that's a hot start there for him and for the Pacifica men.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've just got, I thought Daniel Scanlon lined up actually as inner, but maybe he's back in the forward line, or is he just roaming everywhere?
Yeah, he's the sort of player, good.
Yeah. Also notice Javan Jones, I think he hangs out with Tamanua McPherson. Both of them have not pulled their socks up today.
Yeah, there's a bit of that going around, I'd have to say.
There's another one over there, number 12, Rocco Ludolf.
Yep, Rocco sports it. Javan Jones, Tamanua McPherson, Claudia Hannum's an exponent of it.
Yeah, and then you've got the likes of Mark Kake Jr., who just doesn't wear them at all.
Yep. Yeah. Timon Iverson goes the socks down approach as well. There's a few of them going around out here.
Yeah, I think it might be the new thing. I can't see it picking on with the old people in hockey still. I know our Masters community like our socks up. Excuse me.
And here come the Pacifica men again. Zach Buenamasi getting a good bit of time. Adam Kailea again with that lovely little tuck pass.
Oh, well watched there from Adam Banks. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's something in it. Maybe a bit more airflow between the legs, the shins, and the shin pad itself. I can't imagine it making you faster, though, because, less air resistance and possibly the flapping around of that shin pad. Well, actually, if you look at number 12, Rocco, he hasn't even done the strap up, eh?
Yeah, it's similar shades to Jacob Suchun, who used to leave the straps out the socks.
A mistake there at the back, and the umpires have let that play on. Sam Harrison says no one was near him, we'll play that on, but could have been blown.
Well, just a searching pass forward there for the Pacifica side. Yeah, we... You've got big raps for the boys in yellow all weekend. I shouldn't just say the boys. Everybody we've had out there
in yellow.
This weekend. Our umpiring stocks have been fantastic, and two really good ones again on this morning's game.
Oh, it's a nice overhead, and I think Adrian Smith may not have had enough breakfast just missing that. I tell you, I got in trouble with the umpires the other day. In the game we did the other day, commentated, I thought that the player was sent off. The player thought he was sent off. Max Beach was adamant he was just giving him a warning.
Yep.
And Amber Church had asked the player to come back on. Now, I thought, Amber's overruled Max Beach there. Nope, totally wrong there. Yep.
No, they just had to get the communication ironed out.
Yep, I put that down to commentator error, and I actually blame the player for running off. No, I don't.
Yeah, it was young Tristan Walker from this team in an earlier match. Again, go and check the live stream on that one against the Māori men's side. Funny little interaction between a couple of good friends and players out there in that match, but I I heard Amber Cameron gave you a stern word after getting that one wrong.
Yeah, it was more Max, actually, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. But that was good. Hey, we cleared it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's even better is the junior Māori team have earned themselves a penalty corner here.
Awesome. Let's see if they can drag back one here.
Yep.
That'd be a great 1-0 in this feeling out first quarter. While it's a feeling out process, Pacifica have gone one up.
Yeah, as we see this replay here, it's Geordie Thomas just working the baseline. That one's lifted up there off the stick of Rocco Ludolf and hits Smitty there up on the thigh. So nothing more to be said. And the junior team will set up the man who did the work.
So while they set up, we almost had a young man, James Jewell, who is the son of the manager of Pacifica. And if he had played today, we would have had James Jewell and Javan Jones. And I tell you, we could have called them JJ1 and JJ2, but...
Thomas.
Oh, that's a great save.
Oh, Smitty.
Oh, and Tamana Nui McPherson. It must be the shin pads, because somehow he has directed that straight into the goal. Great save early on, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so Smitty with one on the line. Real calm as we check this replay. This will be a lovely angle of it. It's Geordie Thomas with the up first flick. Here, Thomas saved.
Oh, that
Smith.
was a good save.
Oh, not a lot of gap
Wow.
there.
Was that through his legs?
I think
as well?
through the feet there of Adrian Smith on the post. David Finau couldn't get around in time.
He's still smiling, Adrian Smith. He knows, yep, I kept that first one out, no problems, but Tamana McPherson was just very accurate on that shot, and once again, I think it could be something to do with the shin pads. Maybe we'll just test that for the rest of the game, see what happens.
Yeah, I think the reason Smitty's smiling
Great
there is...
tackle, Brad Hargan. Nope, Max Speed says no, that's not a great tackle.
Yeah, I think that the reason Smitty's smiling there is he knows that first save wasn't all stick. I think he got a little... He thought he got away with one, and then it went straight back past him again. So
I guess we're going to put that down to Mr. Harrison, the umpire, as
good
not
advantage.
blowing the whistle. Yeah,
good advantage. And I know Stu Pitu and Tamana McPherson, they had a little bit of banter before this morning's game, so it's one up there for the T-man. And Stu Pitu's come onto the field now. He'll be wanting to rectify that pretty quickly here.
So,
lovely received, Tan Scanlon, and the pass as well. Ratabuli, Kailea's just hanging off the back post at the moment.
some great competition going on over there between those two young players.
And good to see the junior Māori team strike back so quickly after conceding the first goal. Unlike the Warriors were able to do last night. Yeah, perhaps better signs out here for these sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they go around the back. That's Armani Punga sporting the hair out today. He's had it braided up all weekend. Letting it flow on a Monday here. Punga.
There's a turnover error there.
Good to see him getting a bit of time at the back of the field. Obviously, as I mentioned a little earlier, Zainal York's been playing up into the midfield. Julius Tolliver looks like he's also playing up into the midfield.
Did you see who just came on? It's the speedster, Caleb Williamson.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if he ate his breakfast this morning.
I can't imagine he missed breakfast. And here comes Maui, Gregan Maui.
Boy,
I
heard
awesome.
the menu this morning on what the New Zealand senior Māori men are having for breakfast, and I was almost going to ring and call and tell you I was going to be late, my friend. But no, instead I didn't. But that's well read by Gregan Maui there. Daniel Scanlon looking for the reverse pass down the line, and Tamana McPherson is galloping down the sideline like a racehorse. And
to see Adam Kailea get back there on defence.
Great tackle there from the Pacifica players. And he's gone straight up. That's Adam Kailea actually. He's done a tackle on the 25 and now he's raced back up the front.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes Caleb Williamson. Oh, Stu Pitu. All experienced there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just too close to the arc of Stu Pitu, wasn't he?
And for those of you watching along at home, just check the quality of the work from Dan Scanlon. As much as he's a real creative customer on the ball, everything he does is real good quality. There was the reverse stick pass. Yes, it got cut out by Gregan Maui, but just ensuring that those skills are executed. There's Tristan Waka coming forward with the ball with TJ Huranui. Huраnui's going to bounce one.
Weighted ball.
Solomon Hying a plank. It goes across the goal.
Oh my God, it's in. That
It's-
was an amazing weighted ball from the young man out the side.
Yeah, it was Solomon Hying a
It
plank
was.
there at the top of the circle.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Was that TJ Huranui with the weighted pass?
it was lovely pass here off the
Look, he's
T-bar
actually
here,
taken it outside, then he's just popped a little pop pass. Look at that.
and this one here.
Oh, that's goalkeeper.
Yeah, he'll be hitting his pads for that one, David Finau. But look, when you give somebody like Sol that much time to get something going towards the goal, look, you're at his mercy.
Now, here's a funny stat. I think this is the first time the juniors have been up in one of the games.
Yeah, it's
They've always played catch-up hockey.
good to see. The boys will be pumped here this morning. Good.
I wonder what they had for breakfast.
I'm not sure. Ethan, I was here at work on time this morning, so
Yes, I got caught in traffic. This Hamilton traffic here, it's getting as bad as Auckland.
apparently,
On a Monday, Easter morning.
a bit of pressure put on here. Yeah, they've got their noses up now, the junior Māori side. There's Keelan Stafford have come onto the field.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Scannon's on as well, joining his brother. Is Daniel still on, or has Daniel gone off?
Dan's gone off for a little spell. Yeah, and here come
One
junior Māori
Scanlon
side.
off, one Scanlon on. Lord Peter Hoepa there having a good old tussle.
Yeah, he's got it too,
He
Hohepa.
has, well done. And he's rolled it back to my other favourite, which is young Lewis.
He's
Lewis
Tioranga
Rose.
Hohepa, the cross.
It's a great goal.
Yeah, not going to beat Smitty though this time.
Oh, that's good work there by that was our number 8, Alexander Deo.
Yeah, Alex Dio in the middle there for the Pacifica side.
Oh, not quite the desired overhead there, but that's all right.
Yeah,
There goes Huranui.
They're just bringing a little bit of added pressure on themselves here, this Pacifica side. I'd like to see them maybe just take a breath on a couple of those free hits and make sure they get out with some quality.
The support play is brilliant today from the juniors, isn't it? The forwards and the inners are just rolling that ball straight back, and they're rebuilding and starting every time. It's looking really good. So the likes of Lewis Rose, Adam Banks are getting right involved.
Yeah, and I mean that last goal there too, Solomon hiring a plank.
There's another bad overhead. I don't think some of these Pacifica players may have had breakfast this morning, mate. Yeah, I think they're just lacking that. Here we go, John.
Here's Jan Peterson here.
Yeah,
He's a man that's had breakfast.
Well, he has. He always has breakfast. A little bit quiet at the moment, but
Gutenberg.
Jan's there for the long haul.
Yeah,
Jan.
that's
Is it Jan or Jan? It's Jan, isn't it?
Augustine Shaw there has come onto the field. They'd mistaken him earlier for Adrian Smith, but it is Augustine Shaw.
I'm just wondering if the Pacifica team left it all out there yesterday's game.
They got plenty left in them here. I know when Schupiter gets on the field, they've still got gas in them.
Yeah.
It's a full 4 quarters they've got to play. It's not going to be one in the first quarter, and both sides know that. And here comes Kevin Gutenberg. He's a goal scorer from yesterday's game.
Good name, that famous name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if they're related.
Another goal scorer up on the baseline there was Calvin Ratabuli. He's got a crack, a little reverse in their match yesterday. Talaval has Buenamasi, and Buenamasi has the ball up into his body. Last little touch there, not coming for the Pacifica side. And that will go very close to calling us in. And it is the end of the first quarter here. It's the junior Māori men with the first lead of their tournament. And they're up 2-1 here over New Zealand Pacifica, but still a long way to go in this morning's match. Ethan, good start from both sides, but that junior Māori side will be pretty pumped with their 1-goal lead.
Absolutely. I think if I was going into that little huddle there for the junior Māoris, I'd be saying, let's keep that pressure on, try and step this game up another level and see if we can wake Pacifica up. I just don't feel Pacifica were as awake in that first one. Maybe a couple of their players were, but if I was definitely in the Pacifica circle, oh boy, I would be saying, come on guys, this is let's raise the level to yesterday's game.
Yeah, and they started really well. Here you see the first goal to Zane Ayuk there. But then the junior Māori side just continued to build. They earned this penalty corner here, which resulted in the goal. As we see this replay, it's a save, first up save on the line by Adrian Smith. He'll claim all stick, but it falls there to Manaunu McPherson.
Boy, there wasn't much gap there.
Nah, and then this was the second one here, just a weighted pass in from Huranui, finds Solomon hiring a plank. and he rips it at a rate of knots straight.
I wonder if Keelan Stafford just put him off there by reaching out for it. He maybe just had a quick glance at Keelan and didn't realise the ball.
Yeah, look, there's lots of moving parts in the circle. Never an easy job for a goalkeeper when there's so much happening, and it's often those, I just call them softer shots that can confuse you and take you off balance. So, look, for anyone who's put the pads on before knows that, look, those are just as hard as the one that comes screaming at your boot. So
you've called a few sports now, Brad, and what's your favourite one that you like to commentate on, mate?
I do really enjoy commentating hockey. I think there's a lot of action. It's all fast-paced, and there's a lot of opportunity side to side. I would be remiss if I didn't mention.
And you're an avid hockey player.
Yeah. Well, used to be, perhaps. Basketball, of course, another enjoyable. A lot of point scoring, a lot of action,
Do you get up off the seat and scream when they do big dunks?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
And then I've really enjoyed being here all weekend.
We've got Javon Jones has come back on, and Daniel Scanlon on yet? No.
Here's Shaw linking up there. It's going to fall to...
All right, we've still got Michael Scanlon on. That's a nice little pass out wide from Tuaranga Wairua to Greg and Maui.
Yeah, here's Geordie Thomas here, just looking Caleb Williamson.
That's a good ball.
And a quick ball down to Brad Hardigan's going to beat him over the baseline here as we see some of the New Zealand Māori senior team come in here to watch their junior counterparts in today's match. Good to see the boys along here to support. And here's the goal scorer for Pacifica. Finds himself back in his more natural position at the back with Stu Pitu.
Yeah, we've got a rogue who's trying to stretch the field long, so maybe that was the team talk at the quarter time. Oh,
yeah.
There's another missed overhead there, so just Pacifica not quite nailing their overheads today. And
here's Tullival here.
Oh, well watched, Geordie, but Jordan Thomas just went out though.
Yeah, so from this quarter they've come out with two high players, Scanlon being one of them and Calvin Ratabuli the second. So perhaps a ploy there from Kevin Fraser just to stretch things out. Perhaps look for their overhead. It hasn't really come off yet so far this game, but some guys are really capable of throwing it.
I don't know if the stretching the field out is actually an advantage for the Pacifica. I feel that the young junior Māoris over the weekend have actually played some really good hockey when it is stretched out.
Yeah.
So, yes, it'll be interesting to see.
The one thing it does do is against a team that are playing a back three, two of their three have to be aware, and it does create some pockets. Speaking of pockets, here's Julius Tullival in the pocket.
That has been a great passage of play there.
Yeah, and he's earned the foot there. Yeah, so structural-wise, when you're playing against a back three, if two of the three defenders have to either drop out to be aware of those high two or leave them zonal, there's some pockets that are created.
Yeah, we did see that the other day, the New Zealand Māori senior men's, didn't they? They ripped one through when the juniors stretched it long. Or actually the seniors stretched it long. And two passes, it was a goal.
Yeah, and that's, the idea behind it, I'm sure.
Right, do you think we'll see an equaliser here?
Yeah, the lineup is Guttenbeil. He scored one from the penalty corner yesterday. Ludolf is up the top as well. Guttenbeil.
Oh, boy, he put so much into that. He has fallen over. I hope he's not injured.
He's got up a little ginger there.
That's a great overhead from Adam Banks. And I don't know if that was 5, but we'll let it go because... Oh, that's...
Te Oranga still going. Te Oranga Hohepa, lovely 3D pass out to Pritchard. El Pritchard's just overrun that one there. He can't link up with Williamson on the baseline. Yeah, he really put his everything into that one. Kevin Guttenbeil, he's still limping a little bit there. I hope it's nothing. Nothing on the injury front from him.
Just a little wide, eh?
Yep, just past the post there. And they come again. Pacifica through Javon Jones. That's a lovely pass to Rocco Ludolf.
Oh, he's just put off by Hale Pritchard briefly, but they've still got the ball, and Hale Pritchard's picked it up. He's gone for safety.
Yeah, Pritchard with some good defensive work there.
Did you see Hale Pritchard at the back the other day?
Yeah.
I did ask him about that. I said, you fancy yourself as a fullback now? And he said, no, I needed a rest.
Yeah. It looked like no injury perhaps there by Guttenbeil. He pushed himself through the middle of the field there. Yeah, it was interesting scenes yesterday where we looked up and it was Geordie Thomas and Hale Pritchard, the two middle defenders for...
Great ball across there too from Jordan Thomas to
the junior side.
And that's been threaded down the line. Oh, TJ Huranui just missing that. He needs maybe a 38, 39-inch stick. He would have got that.
Yeah, be taller than him.
Yeah.
That TJ Huranui up the front there for the junior Māori side is Julius Talaval. Will just step on to the ball here.
You ever had a mullet, mate?
No, I can't front a mullet. Unfortunately,
You won't believe this, but when I was 21, I actually did have hair below my shoulders. Yeah, it was my last dip before it fell out.
Talaval there can't get past TJ Huranui. And here's Hohepa.
It's a great ball into the middle to Adam Banks. He's gone wide too. Excellent switching from the junior Māoris. Oh, and just losing it there was, is that Kalani?
Yeah, Kalan's got it back there, though.
He's got the ball, yeah, he has too. Oh, and almost intercepted there. And Nopere Hohepa gets the ball and he's been hassled. Great turn.
Still going,
Great
Hohepa.
turn.
Skill 2.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was a little bit of interference from the other player. There's Adam Banks. He's reversed it. That's a great reverse in.
Great bit of composure from the defenders. It jumped up off the stick there of Zaina Ayuk, and Julius Talaval does well.
That was a good passage of play from the junior Māori men's. Very confident in switching there and taking on the players. And, oh, look out.
Yeah, here's that opportunity there. Calvin Ratabuli found himself up the field, goes 3D past Banks.
Oh,
And it's in the goal. Calvin
individual
Ratabuli.
brilliance.
And that's what happens when you do stretch the field out to get against the back three. Adam Banks, as we all saw, was up
He's a
delivering the
happy man.
pass.
Happy man there. He worked hard for that goal.
And we see this here. So just in behind Mason. Banks is trailing. He done enough to win the free hit, but it didn't matter. He'll go past another one too, and it's Ratabuli.
That's some silky left rights there, wasn't it?
Yeah, gets them back on level terms now as well. It's 2-2 here in this morning's men's match. What a start to the day. 4 goals already in the first
I think Pacific is picking it up, mate.
first 25 minutes.
Yeah, Daniel Scanlon's come back on. He's been well rested for 8 minutes and is still on with his brother as well. It's nice to see 2 brothers out there.
And here's Zain Ayuk on the ball. He's shaping perhaps a little over. They're still stretching out here. And just another miscue on the overhead. Falls there to McPherson. But cut out again by Zain Ayuk, and he'll opt for the regular pass this time. Rocco Ludoff with speed. He's got a ton of it. In fact, he almost left the ball behind there. Rocco Ludoff.
So, Tamano Inui McPherson turned 21 on Thursday night and has his big party coming up, and he'll be on cloud 9, I think, and he's had a good tournament. See if he can put a couple more goals in for his team. And here we go from the back. We've got the 2 solid players, Adam Banks and Jordan Thomas. We've gone up to Kalan Mason. Jordan Thomas again, just nice and calm. Good pressure though from Daniel Scanlon there. He's not going to just let them play with the ball at the back. And that's Daniel Scanlon with an intercept, and he's nearly taken the rubbish bins out. Sorry, that was Michael Scanlon, not Daniel Scanlon.
Yeah, as mentioned a little earlier, Mike getting his second run out here this weekend. He played the first game in place of Stu Pitu, and now today is in for Xander Fraser. I love that little overhead.
There's another brother too. There's another 2 brothers actually with the Scanlons. There's Ben Scanlon, who plays hockey here in the Waikato as well. And he's no slouch on the field. And they've got another brother, and he's a weightlifter.
All right.
Yeah, used to play hockey, I believe. They're of Samoan descent, the Scanlon brothers. Scanlon family, rather, sorry.
Yep. There's Punga, Talaval. Yeah, and here's an opportunity for the junior Māori side. We can hear Jan Peterson rallying the troops for Pacifica to get in behind defensively.
Greg Maui takes it, nice little pop pass, but it's a little bit too far there for Tuaranga Wairua. And Javon Jones on the ball, and he's doing a little left range. He's been triple teamed there, and he's run it out to the side, and he's got some help there from Julius Talaval. Oh, what a tackle. Oh, another great tackle. This game is back and forth, handing over possession. No one really dominating the game. It's fairly even, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if you know, Brad, but if we did this Heritage Tournament 25 years ago, I could be in this Pacifica team. I'd have the choice of my Māori team or the Pacifica team. I have 2 grandparents who are Tongan and Māori, so in this game I do have to sit on the fence a little bit, or else I'll be disappointing one of the grandparents. But secretly I want the juniors to maybe get that first win of the tournament for them. Here we go, Clan Mason out left. He's got Stafford, Keelan Stafford. Nice cross to the middle, but just off. Oh, pretty fit there from Kalan Mason storming into the circle, trying to get that intercept. Is Julius Tullivan normally playing at the back?
Yep, yeah, so he and Zaynar Yuk often back there for the Pacifica side. And here's an opportunity here. Dan Scanlon's got his brother. It's just going to outrun Michael Scanlon there.
That was interesting. Our New Zealand Māori junior keeper may have misread that. He's just got a touch on it.
Yeah, I think it came off the stick of Adam Banks, so he was trying to clear it out to the sideline to make a better effort of it.
Good spotting, my co-commentator.
Yeah, and here we have ball.
It's a great through ball.
Scanlon finds Peterson. Peterson around the circle. Danger signs.
Dangerous. Oh, and he's done enough to get. Was that no? That's
on the stick there of Lewis Rose.
Yes. There's Calvin using his strength to come through. Is that Calvin?
Here we go, Rocco Ludolf. Ludolf has Dio in the middle of the field. Here is Alex Dio. Armani Ponga. That one's going to get cut off there.
Mistake there from Mr. Ponga.
Still going, Te Oranga Hohepa, great tackle there, Adrian Smith. Smitty will transfer the ball across. Here's Ludolf with his eyes up. He's got space in front. He's also got...
Oh, that was a needed dive there from Adam Banks. Yeah, I think if he didn't get that, Daniel Scanlon would have had an opportunity to have a pretty relatively free shot. Great touch from his brother there. Yeah, do you think maybe the Armani Punga might be a relative of another hockey player, Jay Punga?
I would probably assume as much. Jay, of course, coaching the women's Pacifica side, and we'll see them in action a little later this afternoon in the women's final. I'd say they'd have to be relatives of some sort.
Yeah.
We'll get the scoop on that a little later. Here's Tullival at the back.
I remember playing a bit of hockey with Jay Punga actually back in the day up in Auckland. Right, nice switch there out to the man we're talking about, Armani Punga. And that's a great intercept from Greg Maui. He's been on point today, Greg Maui. In fact, on all tournament. A few more of the senior Māori men have come through to watch the juniors play and give them some support.
We've got Caleb Williamson is just going to step off that one. Lewis Rose onto the ball. And Jan Peterson's just control the middle of the field for Pacifica, but they go up the left. That's lovely work.
Pass.
Yeah, Williamson now finds Mason. Picked out by Scanlon. Dan Scanlon's been everywhere on the field today and earns the free hit. They come forward.
That's a great ball.
Yeah, Peterson now on the ball. He's found the goal scorer, Calvin Ratabuli. He's got Scanlon ahead of him. He's not going to get through Rose and Thomas. It's a tough effort there.
Bit of desperation defence there.
Yeah, and Jan Peterson will step onto the long corner. There's Peterson with Pitu. They've got numbers on the left here. Adrian Smith.
Oh, intercepted there from...
Yeah, well cut out by Te Oranga Hohepa. The crowd's started to build up here a little bit, which is good to see early doors this morning. Great tackle again by Hohepa.
A little bit of aerial there, he's managed to get out.
Yeah, and a little bit of table tennis, ping pong happening there just inside the 25. The junior side will get the relieving free hit through Geordie Thomas. And a half trap there. Pacifica with possession. Caleb Williamson on the hunt as always. Here's Jan Peterson. Peterson again has Pitu, those two working together, winding back the clock and This is
Great
dangerous.
intercept there from Greg and Maui.
Oh, and Greg and Maui wins the free hit there. That doesn't happen often.
I think this game's gone up a level.
Yeah, they've just turned up. There's 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, and the score's locked up at 2 each. Both teams would love to go into the halftime break with an advantage. And here's the opportunity.
Oh, it's a great diving save.
Yeah, snuffed out in front of goal there by Adrian Smith. Not the biggest bloke on the turf, but puts his body on the line. Has spent many years playing for the Fijian national side and showing his experience out here today. Adam Banks. Banks has Thomas. Hohepa.
Great switch there from the juniors.
Yeah, really lovely transfer. That one's just got a little bit away on him there, Caleb Williamson. Not through lack of effort by any means. And Punga will run down to collect the ball there from the corner. Ethan, perhaps whether the players want it or not, might be an addition to next year's tournament of some ball kids.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, 2 or 3 extra balls on the field.
Yeah, I mean, some players would love it.
Yeah.
Some players called Stu Pitu wouldn't. I'm sure he'd be the first to admit that he's happy to see the ball go down into the corner every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it might be something we can have a look at, keep the game flowing and
Get some young
fast
junior
pace.
players involved. And
yeah.
it's a great idea, actually.
There's Adam Banks just surveying his options. Ratabuli putting pressure on, but they didn't pick up Geordie Thomas or Lewis Rose. And Nopera Hohepa comes towards the ball. He's under some pressure though, and the turnover is good here for Pacifica.
Yeah, it's, definitely a bit of up and down going on here. It's a
Oh,
nice
lovely turn. Zeno Yuk, the goal scorer, finds Ratabuli. Oh, and Kalan Mason.
It's a good out there. Now
Yeah,
the
in front
numbers
of-
are turned here.
In front of cheers here from the crowd. Lovely ball forward to Keelan Stafford. Can he pull it in? Easily in the end. Stafford. Still going there is Williamson. Not quite clear there, but good save by Vainui, and the penalty corner earned by Keelan Stafford on his home turf. Stafford, it was a shot there by Caleb Williamson, well blocked out originally by Seb Vainui in goal as we see the replay here. This is a lovely pass from Stafford. Finds Williamson, just opens his angle up a little bit more. Love that shot. Yeah, and Brad Hardigan was hunting there for it.
They did change. I didn't realise they changed their goalie at the quarter time.
Yeah, young Sebi had come out in the second quarter here. Again, I was talking to some of the Pacifica boys, and they just love having him in camp. Real boost of energy. He's here at everything. Always wanted to be part of the Pacifica outfit, and he's getting his opportunities here this weekend.
How old would Seb be?
I believe 15, perhaps 16.
Yeah, he's actually got some great skills.
Here we go to Thomas. And it's run down by Buenamasi, but another penalty corner coming here. Yeah, they've just called it hit him in the legs on the way through. So they'll get a reset here, and that you would have just heard the siren in the back play too, which will bring the end of the quarter. This is the replay here of it. He's hit Buenamasi there. So the reset coming. Shorty to Geordie. Too easy in the end there for
Yeah.
Kevin Guttenbiel.
I
It
wonder if
was.
they should have gone back to the top battery. Maybe had another shot at it, another drag flick.
Yeah, I think the concern was the runners were running a really good line. In fact, it was Stu Pitu who got out there that time. Apologies, not Guttenbiel, but Stu, one of the tougher guys to get past in the defensive circle, and that will bring an end to the first half, and its scores all levelled up at 2-2. Some awesome goal scoring happening in both our first two quarters.
Yep,
And,
nothing in this, is it?
Yeah, absolutely not. And as we see the teams go into their huddles there, it's the Pacifica men there out under the One Foundation gazebo. And we'll check out some of these highlights from the first quarter. Zaynar Yuk had his fingerprints over on a few things here, as did Dan Scanlon this first opportunity.
Boy, that was
Just
a close
wide.
one.
This one here was the goal. Scanlon again. Kailea and Ayuk. Took his time. Yeah, took his time. Jordy Thomas created an opportunity here in the first quarter with the penalty corner. And as we'll see from the next play here, that's the penalty corner that got them back on the board. In the end, finished by Te Manawanui McPherson. First up save there by Adrian Smith.
Oh, good finish there. McPherson.
Yeah, couldn't keep that one out. This is the second goal here. Huranui just finds Hainga Plank. And Hainga Plank puts that one into the corner. Both teams had opportunities here. Julius Talavau doing some work up in the circle. Often we see him in the other circle, but does enough to win the penalty corner there. This one from Guttenbiel sails past the post. And this is the goal here. Calvin Ratabuli, just solo skill, determination, gets that one over the line past Banks and Kaihe.
That was a stunning individual goal.
Yeah, and then very nearly here, the scan connection very nearly came off. They practiced that one in the backyard. Jan Peterson had his opportunities here. This one I thought he'd almost done it there, Jan Peterson, to get the corner, but well defended by Rose.
I thought he might have wound up. Had a shot from the top.
Ratabuli again, that one. Oh, Kalan Mason shot out of a gun to defend that one.
He's come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then late in the quarter, this one very nearly for the junior side. Great save, Seb Vainui in goal. Couldn't quite clear that one. And then the penalty corner save here. First one, Buenamasi runs it down. And then they go short on the hooter.
Yeah. Who defended that
But
one?
all over it, Stupidu.
Oh, was Stupidu out. Oh, red by Stupidu then, actually.
Yep. Yeah, I think the one problem with that, and if you watch the replay, so Jordy Thomas flicked the first one off the first bracket, but then he moved to be the receiver on the shorty. So as defenders, you think, well, he's moving for a reason. It's likely not coming to the top unless they've got another noted flicker, and I don't know if they do. So you've got to be wary that he's moved to a position on purpose, and I think Stupidu picked that one up pretty quickly. He's a pretty wise guy, is Stu, so well read in the end, and they keep things level at 2-2. Good to see the goalkeepers just having a bit of a chat over things there. It's Vainui and Finau.
What do you think the plan is for the juniors coming out and the Pacifica team coming out?
Yeah, we can see both team talks from our position, and look, Sam Hewitt and David Hayes will be pretty happy with the junior side's first half. They've been a team that's had to play catch up a lot, and look for them to get goals on the board early and have a bit of a lead for parts of that game there. They'll take confidence. They know that they're only 35 minutes away from a famous first victory if they can continue and just get a couple of things right. But
goalie change too.
Yeah, it looks like Miles Landon has come out for this half. Kai here, perhaps done for the day. He's been, in fact, both of them have been really good all weekend. We've seen some fantastic goalkeeping across the board this tournament. But Miles Landon, a good local boy here, playing for the junior Māori side. And in terms of the Pacifica side, they'll just want to push things to another level, similarly to the way they did in the third quarter yesterday against the Māori men's side. So look to see Jan Peterson, Dan Scanlon, Adam Kailea, the front line out there at the moment, just try and take things to another level and really give them a crack.
Yep, we're set for an exciting second half, about to get underway.
Yeah, it's the Māori side with first use of the ball. Jordy Thomas is going to go over. He's trying to link up with Lewis Rose. Rose!
Oh, he nearly got it. He did actually get it, just didn't get the second hop.
Yeah, got a little touch on it, Lewis Rose, with the afterburners on. Look, who needs Derek Rose when you've got Lewis Rose?
Yeah.
Here's Armani Punga. Punga at the back. Oh, that's some pressure there. Zaina Yuk, the goal scorer. Yeah. Don't say that often, but here he is out here for Pacifica.
That's good pressure from Howard Pritchard.
And Caleb Williamson just a little overzealous in his contest there. Talavau there. Oh, Huranui very nearly gets him. That's two guys fighting in a different weight class, I can tell you that for sure.
Absolutely.
There's Ludolf. Ludolf links up Scanlon.
I reckon
Scanlon.
Hurunu would be a little ninja, though.
Oh, look, Wheels. And Fearless is TJ Huranui. And
Yeah, there's a lucky out there, and Hales pushed it wide to...
Hainga Plank, Solomon Hainga Plank,
Yep.
the goal scorer, taking on Stu Pitu. Oh, look at the wheels of Caleb Williamson just out of shot. Still got it, though, Hainga Plank.
Great
And the
work
free
there.
hit. Taken quickly, here's Williamson.
Oh, it's a good tackle.
Zaynar Yuk all over that one.
Yeah, now it's broken out at the other end. Oh, Adam Banks with just a beautiful touch there.
Yeah, had to be done too,
Yes.
because Jan Peterson had his eyes up.
Oh, and it's another turnover, and we're going back up the other way.
I wouldn't expect anything less coming out of this break. I think both coaches would have said own the first 5 minutes, really dominate and see if we can put one on here.
Yeah, and they've both come out firing.
Yeah.
If you're a spectator down here, you are going to get treated to a brilliant second half. I can feel it.
Yeah. We're no doubt. We had a couple of exciting games yesterday morning as well, the morning two especially. And look, we seem to be back on that page again. Lovely push pass.
Yes, that's a great pass. And
Hohepa.
it's good vision from Hohepa.
Yeah, Geordie
Oh,
Thomas here. Thomas has Lewis Rose right in front of him.
Oh, here we go.
Rose,
Oh,
3D.
he's popped it, and it's a long.
Yeah, Augustine Shaw there did really well just to get a little stick on that one. Williamson here. He's got Pitu, beats Pitu.
It's in a danger zone.
And TJ Huranui there, just throwing a stick at everything. Really good composure on the ball from Adrian Smith.
He's having a good game, Adrian Smith.
Yeah, the last 2 years spent up the front of the field for the Pacifica side. And as you do as the years roll on,
Slip to the
slip
back.
to the back.
Yep.
But showing his worth there as a pretty calm defender. And here we go through Talavar. They got Punga here. Here's Hale Pritchard putting on a little bit of a press shape.
Yep, and looks like Pacifica has got one high.
Searching
He was
for it
calling
too.
For that. Yep.
Yeah, you can see that Adam Kailea disappointed he didn't pull that one in. And Kailea, not a person you want to allow space in attack. He's a gun, Adam Kailea. And we've got Kalar Mason on the ball, just looking up.
They're putting a bit of pressure there, Pacifica, on the Māori junior team. They've left a man at the top, and he's open.
Scanlon, Kailea.
And he straight away had a shot. Oh, he's just missed it.
Yeah, Adam Kailea.
They prevented that round the back pass by him standing right at the top of the circle, and it's paid off.
Yeah, the turnover coming to Scanlon. Scanlon rolls it there to Kailea. And look, I know there's not many people where you'd be happy with him taking that one time, but I've seen him hit it on more than one occasion, Adam Kailea, so
That's a great overhead.
obviously backs his ability there, and they win the ball back on halfway, Pacifica.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Kailea, obviously he's played a couple of Māori tournaments as well for Tamaki. Out here with Pacifica is Scanlon.
Oh, my
that's
God.
Oh, Dan Scanlon.
He's celebrating too.
Yep.
He has done a Adesanya on the side of the field.
We talk about guys not shooting from different areas of the field, and again, most would say not there. But as we see on this replay, Dan Scanlon can score from anywhere on the field.
How quick did he get into the circle there? He's just motored in.
Oh, that's a lovely finish past the
What's
legs
that,
there of
half
Miles
a metre
Landon.
off the baseline?
Yep, not a lot, not a lot.
5 degrees of angle, and he's gone and slotted it.
Dan Scanlon again showing his skill. And
Yeah, we did mention earlier that if Dan Scanlon was firing, there was going to be some things happening, and well, he's just raised the game.
yeah, absolutely. There's Kalan Mason now, just searching his way forward. Kalan Mason.
Oh, a little card there.
Yeah, it's pretty rough challenge there from Calvin Ratabuli, and they'll have the one-man advantage here. They might need it with the way Pacifica have come out of this quarter. Adam Kailea just happy to. I thought he was going to slow things down.
Yeah.
There's no slowing down for Big AK.
We've got Daniel Scanlon roving up the front now as well, so...
Yeah, so they're down a player for 2 minutes here, the Pacifica team, but they've just hit the lead, so New Zealand junior Māori side, perhaps an opportunity with the player up to even things up again. And if they have done it all weekend, playing from behind now, the junior Māori side, but plenty of time. Hohepa will win the free hit.
Unlucky there.
Unlucky,
Stu
Stu Pitu doesn't make that mistake very often.
So the Māori team have gone round the other side. There's still one player up. Oh, it's a great tackle.
Yeah, Scan, and he's going to try and go the whole way here, Dan Scanlon. Adam Banks is on his bike. Adam Banks done really well, and Geordie Thomas is going to come away with it. Interesting that the junior Māori side, despite being a player up, so Pacifica with one less striker, they were still set in a back four, trying to break through. Is Kalar Mason. Solomon Hainger Plank, the goal scorer. Stu Pitu, Scanlon, Dio. An unfamiliar territory for Alex Dio.
Oh, it's well watched by Adam Banks there. Dio's tried to push it around him.
Yeah, Banks just announced, is slipped there to Scanlon. Still going, Scanlon. And Tristan Walker down there for the Māori side. Does really well.
Just clipping a foot there.
Yeah, and Adam Banks recently announced as the Day 3 MVP for the men's competition after his performance yesterday.
Well done, Adam Banks.
And again, just showing his class here today. The recipient on the women's side was Garby Smith and her 2-goal game for the New Zealand Māori team.
Oh. Oh, and a nice catch in the dugout there.
Yeah, TJ Hurunui, the smooth operator.
Yeah, he's done it with his left hand. And
He's Tui, if you're listening. We'd do a catch a million here if you wanted to put a prize up. We've got some candidates for it. There's Julius Talaval. Talaval has Shaw. Shaw's got not a lot of room, but he's got a lot of skill. Jan Peterson gets himself out of the way.
oh, nice
Lovely
dive
pass. Yeah. Looked like Byron Callagher out clearing out a ruck there. Still going forward, Adam Kailea.
It's unlucky.
Wait.
Well, not sure if it's unlucky or not.
Good bit of skill there shown by Skux Kailea. As we see this replay here, lovely pass there, the diving pass, you don't see it enough. And this little slip to Kailea, just gets past Maui. Yeah, and so it actually come up off the stick of Geordie Thomas into the body of Kailea, so noted dangerous by the Māori side. And
So can Pacifica put one away here and they've got a nice little 2-goal buffer?
yeah, currently up one, and the opportunity, as you said, to double their lead.
Looks like, are they back to their full complement?
Yep, Kailea.
Oh, it's a great run out.
Yeah, there's 3 things that are guaranteed in this lifetime: death, taxes, and Gregan Maui running down a penalty corner.
Yep, absolutely.
He could probably do it from halfway, get back and in front of the flicker if he really wanted to.
Yeah, he's had a solid tournament.
Yep. Yeah, absolute.
Nice little fake there from Adrian Smith. They got Timano Inui going left just for a split second.
Yes.
Good switch from the team, Pacifica team.
Good steal there by Hohepa too. He's turned and got his eyes up.
Oh, look at that.
Skill there from Hohepa, and he's still got a bit of pressure being put on him. Does well there, Hohepa. Banks, Rose under a lot of pressure. Wins the free hit to Lewis Rose, and he's off.
Oh, he's off. Oh, and he's been called back. Oh, dear.
They're going to have to bring this one all the way back. Jan Peterson smiling ear to ear for that, thankfully.
You know what? Where they've just done that overhead was about where Rose took off from.
That's right.
That's a shame.
They've got the ball anyway here, the junior Māori side. Well brought down by Hohepa and received there by Hainger Plank. It's going to be tough days trying to get past Rocco Ludoff or trying to chase him.
Great pace there.
Yeah, he's quick, Rocco, real quick. And It's Rocco's modern life.
Oh, there's a nice little overhead from Gregor Maui, and he's found Jordan Thomas.
Thomas has got Hohepa right there with him. He's not going to use him.
For the outside penalty, and he's just got it.
Yeah, Hohepa wanted the ball earlier. He was opening a bit of space up on that baseline.
I see what you mean about the little ball kids if we had some, because, you know, they've had to go and fetch that ball themselves, and that could have been a quick play on.
Here's Waka. Waka goes out to Banks. The bank manager trying to pick up Jordy Thomas. Interesting decision there. Dio allowed to come in. Max Beach said no, he was clear of the 5-ish yards to come and contest.
I've seen that turned into a penalty corner before.
Yep, team's just able to play on. It's going to fall there to Thomas.
They're looking for the penalty corner for sure, but
it's off the stick of Dio, and here they come, the Pacifica men. We've got a Scanlon up high. It's Michael. Here's Adam Kailea. Kailea can't get through Rose.
yeah, Rose good out pass there to Stafford.
Yeah, and we saw some pretty cool work from Stafford late in the second quarter.
It's a nice little cross. That's a great cross. Oh, Hardigan.
Yeah.
Not aware of it at the start of that.
And as he does every game, Bradley works hard again to get that one. It's Monday, I'm allowed my dad jokes. Someone had to say it. I've been loading it up all weekend. Here we go is Zain Ayuk.
That's a great pressure overhead, and he's found Michael Scanlon.
Yeah, and Scanlon pulls it down too.
Oh, Jan Peterson on the run. Oh, nice little pop pass through.
It's slewed off. Oh, wow. Greg and Maui.
Another solid tackle from Maui.
And he's away here. Nice little pass. They can come one more. It does. Brother to brother. He's Te Oranga Hohepa. And one more to his Ruamata teammate, Kalam Mason. Back to Hohepa. Hohepa's got some space and some options. Oh, and T-Man diving in defence. Well, not in defence, in an attempt to win the ball. And that one's going to fall there to Ratabuli. It's a Peterson. Peterson will just survey his options. Does really well there. Finds Buenamasi, and they get a reset here, this Pacifica side.
Just settling it down now, Pacifica. There's T-Man on Manoa McPherson. He's chasing. Good line ball, but just missed there by Rocco.
Yeah, one thing that I do want to mention, again, it's no discredit to the player that is Xander Fraser, but this Pacifica side have really stepped up in his absence.
Absolutely.
And I've been really impressed by Zain Ayuk really working in the middle of the field there. Perhaps a layer forward than he has previously played in this side. Look, they've taken no backward step here as we count into the final 3 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate going on there between Adam Banks and the Pacifica forwards, and it's worked. Turnover ball.
Yeah, so they're sitting into the half court. We've seen it a few times over the weekend, just with the pace that these games are played in. Teams are sometimes opting to fall into the half court press to try and condense things, and it's worked there for Pacifica, but equally.
Turnover ball again.
Yeah, the junior Māori side will come back
Yep.
through Kalan Mason. Yeah, Pacifica up this time. A nice little pass.
Yeah, nice little ball there. Nice little passage of play here from the juniors. They're being chased. Good little pirouette there. He's crossed it in. Plank with the ball. It's crossed in.
And cleared there. Stu Pitu. Lewis Rose will try and take this one quickly. He's got Javon Jones to beat. But the brick wall, Javon Jones picks that one up.
Yeah,
Caleb Williamson.
all over him. Oh, it's a great tussle down in that corner and eventuates to a penalty.
Ian, got to make special mention. This game happened a little earlier in the weekend, and a couple of fathers out there watching, Tama Jones and Russell Plank, watching their boys go head-to-head. Teammates at age group hockey coming up through Northland find themselves on other sides, and they're down here together watching the game.
Yeah, they're a little bit side on to each other, though. I don't know if something may have been said or it's not going one of their way, but here's Hale Pritchard taking on Calvin Rotabuli.
Still going there, Pritchard.
A nice little cross, but it's kind of gone to no one.
Yeah, a little tangle up there between Jones and Dio.
Yeah.
Didn't quite know who was going to look after that one. And
that was almost like one of those cricket catches when the keeper gets steamrolled by one of the fielders.
Hohepa just surveying the edge of the circle, still looking, still with the ball on his stick though. Tioranga Hohepa can't get through. Ratabuli and Zain Ayuk.
Oh, that's a great work. Oh, unlucky. Might have just clipped a hand maybe.
Yeah, Zain Ayuk goes over, stretch out
that's
Jam Peterson.
Oh, if he didn't get that Adam Banks, I think Jam would have had a one-on-one with Rose.
Does well too there, Adam Banks. Gets the free hit on halfway. And they count down the final 30-odd seconds in this quarter. Banks just rolls it out to Kalan Mason. Looking.
A bit of pressure here from Pacifica, forcing him back.
20 to play. Banks looking. He goes over. Trying to link up with Thomas, but pulled in well by Dio. Alex Dio, that's lovely work.
He's had a good game today, Dio. Oh, that's a nice tackle.
Tioranga Hohepa.
Wow.
They want to get in the circle if they can. And that is the end of the third quarter. The whistle's there from Max Beach.
What an exciting quarter that was.
Yeah, and it's setting us up for a cracking last 17 here. The Pacifica men find themselves up 3-2 in this morning's first match of the game. Of course, it is the men's bronze medal match here at Heritage Hockey, as we see some of the highlights from that quarter.
I'm not going to jinx it, but I think I might have to put some sunscreen on. This weather has really come on today, which is really good to see. We were going to end up with a lot of rain, but
Lewis Rose was big in that third quarter. For those watching at home, I didn't play the first game for the junior multi side and has been here since. Scanlon, this one there, Kailea very nearly. And not long after that was this opportunity here, put away by Dan Scanlon on the baseline. He knows every inch of this ground. Dan Scanlon.
Stunning goal, that goal.
Yeah, and gets the bazooka out as well. You love to see that. Here's another angle of an entry down on the baseline. Adam Kailea doing the work that time. They've really favoured that attacking left corner. Perhaps they've seen something in the defensive right side of the junior multi team, because all the real successful entries came up that left attacking side, as we see some of the crowd building for today's games.
We've got the Landons there, watching their son Miles.
Yeah, and he was solid in goal that quarter. But there is Mr. Plank and Mr. Jones there on the left. As you mentioned, not talking to each other at the moment while the game's on.
Colin French from Hockey New Zealand down there on the sideline.
Yeah, and Amber Church, Juliana Phillips. There's David Oakley, who took a mighty tumble yesterday in the game, trying to go one-on-one with Dan Scanlon. Yeah. And here's the teams here at the moment. You can see Kevin Fraser slipped himself over there with Brett Lever, snuck into the dugout, just given a little bit of direction. I'm glad that I'm up here and get to watch it all.
Yeah, for sure.
This next 17 is going to be a big one, Ethan.
It's going to be huge. Yeah, it's going to be massive.
Yeah,
the juniors going to need to lift it up. Can they get one back and then another? Or will Pacifica step it up and go out of touch?
Yeah, and it's I can almost guarantee that this crowd's going to start getting up in this last 17 minutes. We're going to have some end-to-end action. It's going to bring the crowd into things as it builds here at the Waikato Hockey Centre this morning. The Māori side will start with the ball. Geordie Thomas goes over.
He's gone straight over him, and there's an opportunity, and he's nearly got
Williamson very nearly.
Yes, it's great ploy that first up.
Yeah, I like the idea. I mean, there's not many people that can get downfield as quick as Caleb Williamson.
Yeah.
The overhead pinpoint from Geordie Thomas, and they're on the front foot already here, the junior side. Here is Thomas.
Oh, and that's a great shot, great save.
Yeah. Good quality save there by Seb Vainui in goal.
That's right. Williamson just pinned his ears back and he took off.
Here's Dio working his way out. Dio, Peterson. Thomas has got it back though.
Oh, it's a good little tussle down there. Dio versus Thomas.
Yeah, and you can hear the the calls from Kahuripia for the junior Māori side to continue their work and their effort this morning.
And TJ Huranui has just swarmed in there, and now he's found Thomas open in the middle.
Lovely one-touch pass, Williamson. Williamson.
He's actually got a little shot away here.
Oh, and Hale
good
Pritchard.
save.
Great defence there from Armani Panga
Yeah.
to not allow Hale Pritchard to shoot because he's been.
Oh, and that's good pressure there from Caleb Williamson. He's just gone charging straight at them.
And I love
He's
that
got
from
a
Caleb
penalty
Williamson. I love that from Caleb Williamson.
Doesn't stop, does
Nah.
it? 110% all the time.
Yeah, he's found the foot there of Ayuk right out in the corner, and I mentioned just moments before as we see this replay, nobody moves faster than Caleb Williamson. Look at him.
Yeah.
Gets it. Zane Ayuk's hardly turned around and it's already found his foot in the middle of the circle. Great effort play by Caleb Williamson. And here, the opportunity the junior team needed to square things back up again.
Top right, Jordan Thomas, 3-all.
Early call there from the man in the box. So Vainui gets into goal. And it will be Thomas up on the first bracket. Thomas.
Oh, he's laid it off. Oh, could
Lewis
be
Rose.
No, first shot.
Yeah, he just gets that one lifted up into the circle. Yeah, they tried to go the 1-2 option, and now there's a 1-2 opportunity here. Ludolf has Kailea has Peterson. Kailea also has skills.
That's a good save.
Yeah, Miles Landon just stays in his goal that time instead of going out like he did on Dan Scanlon. Good idea.
He's done everything right there, Kailea.
Yep.
He's put that pressure on and bobbed over the first stick that came through the tackle. Now we're going out with the junior Māoris, and Tioronga Wairua has it here, and he's done a nice little pass to Mr. Rose, who's spun out and seen TJ Huranui sitting on the wing. And now this is just a replay of 2 seconds ago, going the other way.
Yeah, it's already turned up a notch.
Yes.
This fourth quarter, we expect nothing less. Both these teams will leave nothing out there today.
Yep, this game is stretched out to the whole length of the field now. We've got Jan Peterson sitting up on the stroke spot. So clearly it's going to open up.
Yeah, we're going to get opportunities both ends of the field here. Gregan Maui sees that one go over the sideline.
Look at how much space there is on this field at the moment.
Adam Banks on the ball.
Oh,
Not good
turn
there,
over the ball.
Pacifica.
And he's got some wheels, hasn't he?
Yeah, Rocco Ludolf.
Oh, and that's a great tackle.
Kalam
That
Mason.
is ball and all, and player happened to go over.
Kalam Mason, that's
Oh,
fantastic.
it's still alive, and here comes Hale Pritchard. He's got Thomas in the middle. Oh, and look at that.
Yeah, Augustine Shaw.
He has just turned his head and got unlucky. And
Yeah, Caleb Williamson there just comes sliding in. I actually thought that Augustine Shaw had done enough that he wasn't going to hit him, but deemed dangerous to play anyway. And speaking of dangerous, Geordie Thomas, Hale Pritchard.
It's a long corner.
Yeah, it's just found the stick there.
Yeah, lucky stick. Could have been an opportunity. And junior Māoris are putting more pressure on here. Oh, what a move. Right, then a left, and a good tackle in the end from Dio. Good battle that, Dio and Hohepa. And once again, this game is now broken out again.
We go Kailea with a nice little touch. Julius Talaval up the front.
Yeah.
There's no better sight than Talaval.
Oh, he's just given him a little flick with his fingernail, and Adams has come crumbling down.
Yeah, Adam Banks with his best audition there for Shortland Street. No much bigger man chasing him there in Julius Talaval. Adam Banks had to work his heart out all week. I think he landed on the ball perhaps as well. He's just got up with a little bit of a bump.
Nice little shovel overhead there. He's found Greg and Maui. He's brought it down, controlled it. And he's taken off.
Greg
He's
Maui.
decided to have a go. Oh, he's gone straight through Dio.
There's Geordie Thomas. Thomas on the ball.
It's a great ball.
Yeah, TJ Huranui here taking on Armani Punga. Ops against it, Punga.
Oh, that's a good passage of play from both players there.
Yeah, and really awesome to see this crowd starting to build, starting to get up as well.
This is definitely another level, isn't it? We've gone up a level. These two teams really want this win. Oh, it's a great steal from Hurunui.
Here's Rose. Rose feeds Thomas. Thomas has two to beat. Beats the first one. Still going, Geordie Thomas.
He's going to probably look for a penalty corner here. Oh, it's nearly stolen from... Oh, it is. Oh, no.
Geordie Thomas does well there. Hohepa, there's got to be space on the other side of the field. Can't take it quickly there. Hohepa tries his best.
It's a great passage play.
There's Kalam Mason. He's got Jan Peterson cutting the field.
Lovely ball.
Geordie Thomas.
Outside, and Stupitu takes a little fall there. Jordan gets a
Geordie
shot
Thomas, but it's defended well by Javan Jones. It'll be long corner here for the Māori team. Lewis Rose finds Mason, Kalam Mason. Gets past Peterson. Dio cleans up well in the back there for the Pacifica team. And Jan Peterson, away he comes. Scanlon.
Oh, Scanlon's back on.
Off they come here. Dio will step onto the ball. In fact, he'll move off one more. Augustine Shaw will come onto it. Shaw here for Pacifica. Petu, junior Māori side, just happy to stay in this this three-quarter at the moment. They've got to be aware of Adrian Smith going up the sideline.
It's a great
There
idea.
is Smith.
He's brought that down well.
Up
Just
into the body.
unfortunately, just played that into Hohepa.
Adam Banks back onto the ball here for the junior Māori side. Pacifica still with the 1-goal advantage, 3-2. That came in the third quarter. Maui will get the free hit here and go straight away.
He's gone to
Williamson.
the speedster.
Williamson's got numbers ahead.
Past it. Oh, that's come
Wainui.
across. Oh,
It's
unlucky.
found the foot there of TJ Hurunui.
It was actually good control from the keeper there to when it was bounced off him.
Yeah, Seb Vainui just got his leg down nice and low in a block position there. And here we are now through Banks. Banks under a bit of pressure from Dan Scanlon, two guys that have played really well all game and all weekend.
You know, Brad, we haven't had a shootout yet.
We haven't, and look, for the sake of the viewership, would love to see it. For the sake of me getting a rest between each game, would love not to.
Yeah.
We haven't had one all weekend.
No,
Last
not at
year
all.
up in Colmar, we had 3 out of the first 4 games go
That's
to
right.
shootout.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we go, the junior Māori side through Hohepa, Thomas. We've had a lot of play down this left side. Both teams have.
It's a great cross. And
there,
that's put in
Vainui.
danger.
Pritchard.
Oh, what a save.
Save Seb Vainui.
What a save.
He gets a left hand to it. What
I
an
tell
effort
ya.
from the young fella.
The reflexes on that young man.
Yeah, and the replay here is going to look magical too as we check out this replay. The ball in from Geordie Thomas. Just bounces up there off Talavau. Pritchard does really well. Get the shot. Oh, it's stick
actually-
and hand. Adrian Smith with the stick, hand Seb Vainui. And penalty corner here for the junior Māori side. A golden opportunity now for them to level things back up. We've seen Geordie Thomas had a couple of goes at it. He's back on the bracket.
Right, I reckon he's definitely drag finger now. A different stance from before. Nope.
Just
Oh,
trying
that
to
was
link
not
up
a bad
with,
option.
with Adam Banks. I'd actually like to see them perhaps use Hale Pritchard on the left side of the circle. He's in a ton of space, as we just saw that one. Couldn't link up with Banks. The idea was the deflection from the injector there, and the Pacifica side just breathe a bit of relief. And nice
It's a
ball.
wonderful overhead he has found.
It's 2 in a row now where this Māori side haven't been aware of the promoted left half and Adrian Smith. And here we go, Zane Ayuk. They'll be trying to double their lead. Ayuk through Dio. Dio's got one to beat. And Dio can't do it this time.
I'm wondering if you lose a player past the dugout because Pacifica are sporting all your new uniforms, but it's a little bit of camouflage.
Yeah, maybe sneaking up the sideline there.
Yeah.
Here's Zane Ayuk. Pulls it back inside. Lovely control. Stupidu, the master of control.
Yeah, they've gone all the way back now.
Yeah, no.
Some pressure here from the juniors. They want that pill back.
And here's Dio.
Oh,
Dio.
is that the mistake? It is.
Caleb Williamson has got 2 to beat, 1 to work
Oh,
with.
it's a great ball.
Rose. Thomas.
Oh,
And he just hits the ball on its head. It's got up over the goal and beats everything.
that was a great passage of play from junior Māoris. They put a lot of pressure on.
And they're up in full press too. Geordie Thomas, Caleb Williamson right up on the 5 here and going for it. And they'll win this one. They will from the sideline hit, perhaps. In fact, he got a little touch to it.
Yeah.
So a fortunate one there for Pacifica because the overhead didn't quite make it to Adrian Smith.
I tell you, the players were almost on top of him when he threw that.
Yeah, he didn't. He actually took the free hit and flicked the ball off a moving rather than off the stationary hit, so it allowed Geordie Thomas to get up a bit closer. There's Talaval with Ayuk, opts to go himself. Talaval, lovely find. Ratabuli crabbing his way around the middle of the field, still going. Ratabuli's earned the free hit too. Still going, Calvin
Great
Ratabuli.
skill.
He'll be first to it. Tristan Waka watching him. Te Oranga Hohepa come to help.
Daniel Scanlon on the ball, and it's just been turned over. Just
Yeah.
a little bit high there.
Adam Banks there.
Oh,
Geordie Thomas puts his hand in the air in despair.
so Talavau is a 3-event heritage veteran.
Yep.
Yep. Played in the inaugural and
Been here
last year.
since the start. As have a number of these players for Pacifica. Stu Pitu's been there the whole time. Jan Peterson, he's also been there.
Yep, that's some good control there from Hal Pritchard. He's gone at a great ball to an open Norpeta Hoepa.
He's got Maui behind him. See his option taking there is,
Oh, well watched by Stu Pitu there.
trying to go to high.
Oh, what a tackle.
Lewis Rose.
Lewis Rose.
Rose.
And he's going himself. He's got a bit of aerial going. Oh, just come out.
Rose a couple times.
I think that's Pacifica ball too.
Yep, and they might have got a little bit lucky there in the scramble in the circle, Pacifica.
Yeah, I think Javan Jones saved that.
Pitu down the line, he's got Atabuli,
Oh, that's a good slide.
and they've got a sideline hit
Good
here.
turnover for Pacifica.
Scanlon, 3:45 to play. Scanlon goes again.
Oh, it's a nice tackle.
Yeah, and really good composure for a young fella in there. Te Oranga Hohepa just got himself back to 5 yards, listened to umpire Sam Harrison and waited for the call. Augie Shaw. Back to Zane Ayuk.
Good switch there from Pacifica.
Yeah,
Trying to stretch the defence.
This time they're more aware of that up left half, and it's
Good
Pritchard
tackle.
with a tackle. Pritchard can't keep that one in. Hail Pritchard.
3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Can we see an equaliser from the junior Māori team take this to a shootout?
And Sam Hewitt does his best to get on the field this weekend. Just rolls the ball up there for Zane Ayuk.
Yep, not sporting his moon boot today. Here goes Norpeta Hoepa. Oh, it's a good tackle from Javan Jones.
Javon Jones there. Armani Punga. Punga has Talaval. Talaval's got a bit of pressure on him.
Yes. Oh, he's done well there. He's come out of it. And that's a turnover.
Yeah, Lewis Rose will come onto the ball here for
He's
the
being
Māori
chased
side.
though, and it's a good chase.
What an effort by Ratabuli. Hohepa here,
Hohepa's there.
Norpeta Hohepa.
A little bit of
Win the
stick check there.
Win the free
That's
hit,
a
link
great
up with his brother. Te Oranga Hohepa has got Stu Pitu to beat. Rolls it to Banks. He's up the field. Adam Banks.
Oh, just other side stick maybe.
Yeah, doesn't get that one right. And Pacifica will take this one as slow as
Oh,
they
no.
can.
Is that a long corner? No. What's he called there?
Nah, Brad.
Hardigan thinks it's a corner.
No,
Oh,
he's getting it
the
back to
ball,
them as
yes.
quick as possible.
Yeah.
Pacifica happy to see the clock expire here. Ratabuli keeps it in.
Oh, grab the ball. Few of the Pacifica boys running into each other. there.
Yeah. The smiles there of Kailea and Ratabuli. Tristan Waka. It's going to beat them all. Ayuk does well there.
And Brad's getting the ball again for them. Maybe Brad could be a ball boy. So. Oh, what a leap. He timed his jump. He was like Air Jordan.
Yeah, it's full stretch at 5 foot there for Adam Banks. Here comes Kailea. Kailea.
Oh,
Jan
Peterson. Oh, my God.
Koro Jan, he promised me one earlier this morning. He came and saw me before the game. In fact, he actually promised me 3, but he'll take 1 here, Jan Peterson, and it's the...
Talk about put the nail in the coffin.
That is, as we see this replay here.
Wow.
It's a lovely pass from Kailea. Adam Kailea just shaping things up, gets around Waka, finds the entry. Oh, Jan Peterson, the reverse stick deflection.
Here's the Hail Mary. Oh, and he's got up, and that's gone right into the middle.
Punga there, 35 seconds to play.
What a goal. Oh, looks like Tomato Inui McPherson has got an injury down here on the sideline. Maybe the shin pad, maybe a ball hit him from not wearing a shin pad properly.
Still pushing here, the junior Māoris.
Yeah, 17 seconds to go. Oh, it's being pushed right across the face, and Adam Banks has a chance.
Banks.
Oh, and he swung and missed, and Hohepa is...
And that's going to be the end of the game.
What a game, I tell you. That was a great start to today's play. Finals day. Yeah.
And the crowd's right into that one. They didn't get over the line in the end, the junior Māori team, but strong finishing performance from both sides. It's New Zealand Pacifica taking the game 4-2 and the bronze medal here for the day.
Yep, so first game for the juniors being more than a 1-goal difference, but they certainly once again gave their all. They've given their all the whole weekend, so it's been a good campaign for the juniors. And
yeah, they'll be pleased with their weekend, these junior boys. Heath, I'll let you talk through the end of this game, and I'm going to go down and find out 2 captains from the game.
Brilliant. So just looking at that last passage of play there was a nice overhead to Caleb Williamson, who's had a little swing at that, and we've got Lewis Rose on the ball, and he's found an open Jordan Thomas, who's had a great shot straight at the goal, and good save by the keeper there, and got Jordan Thomas in the play again, and just a little bit of work there from great save there from the fullback. So a good game today. It started a bit slow, being 8 a.m. in the morning, but both teams picked the game up after the feel-out stage in the first quarter, and had a lot of exciting up and downs from both teams. And in the end, some stunning goals across both teams. Actually, probably my goal of the day would have to be the Daniel Scanlon 5-degree angle goal from out wide, and not a lot of people can perform a skill like that, and really a lot of players stood up today, and certainly wanted to make a good day of it, and they provided a great game of hockey, both teams. Pacifica just missing out making the final yesterday, but today have certainly come and redeemed themselves, and the junior Māori team have once again put on another great spectacle, and pushed every team this weekend, and really showing that age doesn't matter, and a lot of heart from the junior team. And yep, that's their campaign over for both the Pacifica men's team and the New Zealand junior Māori team. And we'll definitely look forward to seeing them next year, and we might get another Fraser back next year. We might see Aidan Fraser come back, and yeah, nice to see more junior players most likely coming back, and you might see half the junior players here in the senior Māori team next year. They're certainly putting their hand up for selectors to notice them, and what a great day. The sun is shining. Sunscreen is needed if you're coming down. Everything's in full flow down here at the Waikato Hockey Stadium, Gallagher Hockey Stadium. Awesome. Ball just missing the post there. That was a great dive shot there as well from Zane Ayuk. Just a little mistake there in the circle. Yeah, and well finished here by Timano McPherson. He'll be happy with that. Little weighted pass here. Maybe Keelan Stafford put the keeper off a little bit there. So today we have an exciting lineup of more hockey coming up. We've got the New Zealand Māori Junior Wahine team taking on the New Zealand Indian Sports Association women's team in the bronze medal match coming up in about 35 minutes. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, I'm down here with the two captains from today's two massive efforts. The teams here, the Junior Māori side and NZ Pacifica. It was the Pacifica boys that got there in the end, and the nail in the coffin. You promised us 3 goals this morning, Jan, but the big one in the end there. Massive performance from you guys. You'll be stoked to finish on a high.
Yeah, it definitely is. A good effort from the boys all weekend, but we wanted to come out and finish with a good performance, and I think we did that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Banksy, huge weekend from your boys. Coming into this tournament, will have been the underdogs and perhaps written off by some, but man, you guys showed every time you stepped out on the field, deserving to be here and a fantastic competitor. So you'll be pretty proud of your boys this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. We've gave every team a run for the money and kind of fought for the end. Right at the end there, we're just going all out and didn't quite turn out the way we wanted it, but it's all right.
Yeah, and you talk about going all out, and I'm sure that's exactly the messaging from Sam and Dave. They would have just expected you guys to have fun, go out and push for everything, fight for everything, and you guys did exactly that. Some of your young guys were exceptional, guys that are sort of 16, 17 years old, playing against men, and how proud of you of those guys?
Oh yeah, a lot of them, a few of them are still at school, and they're holding their own and sometimes beating, so it's real good, real proud.
Yeah, and Jan, in the absence of Xander Fraser, I thought Zane Ayuk was really good in the middle of the field. He actually got himself on the scorers chart, perhaps for the first time in his life, Big Zane. I saw you having a bit of an embrace with him at the end there. How good is it to see you guys step up, despite some players not being here this year?
I think that's what we wanted to build this year, is a few young guys coming in, and it's awesome to see just some of those young Pacifica boys. Like when I was growing up, there was no one else sort of thing, and seeing the amount of Pacifica boys that are actually playing good hockey is just it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the reason I got you two both here is I saw just around halfway in front of the dugouts, Adam Banks ran past and called you old here, Jan. So we've got the gloves just off camera, and we're going to settle this in the middle of the park. No, I appreciate the time, guys. Really good tournament from both sides, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Cheers, brother. Cheers. That's our first game for the morning done and dusted. It's the men's bronze medal match. NZ Pacifica taking home the spoils in the end with a 4-2 win over the Junior Māori side, but what a showcase of hockey. We'll be back with the women's bronze medal match coming up at 10 a.m. live on YouTube and on Facebook. We'll see you then.